Hi, I'm Mike Sneen. I originally designed these knee braces because I was doing some shooting and tactics and martial arts stuff where I wanted to be able to kneel down and my knees just couldn't take it anymore. My leg muscles are plenty strong enough, but the little attachments on the front of the knee on my shin bone, I've had so many injuries over the years from martial arts and football and teaching shooting and tactics that they just can't handle it. And frankly, I just don't feel like having surgery. I figure every 5 years I can wait, the better the surgery is going to get, the more likely it's going to be successful. So for the last 20 years at least, I've been just babying my knees and getting them to do what I want. But lately I started doing this shooting and tactics class using airsoft, and I just wanted to be able to do some of the kneeling moves. So I decided I was going to make myself a pair of knee braces. And the first ones, I just bought a pair of braces off the from one of the brace makers, and I was just going to see if I could run a couple of bungees across the knee joint and get those to help with a little bit of an assist. And it didn't really work out that well. So then I used to build airplanes. I built my own airplane, so I kind of know how to work with aluminum. So I built myself a set using 6061 T6 aluminum. And those worked really well. In fact, I still use them until the PVC ones are ready. But then I realized a friend of mine made a bow out of PVC, and the PVC is actually easier to cut. It's easier to mold once you get a little bit warm. In fact, I mold it in my pizza oven right now. I went over to the local Walmart to pick up some felt to use for one of the forms that I use for molding when the PVC comes out of the oven. And the woman had to get something. She was helping me cut the felt to the right size. I ordered a couple of yards or something. And she kneels down to get something out from under her table, and she couldn't get back up. And I'm looking at her, and I'm like, oh, you poor woman. You're going through I can tell, you're going through almost the exact same thing I do, trying to get back up from a kneeling position. I could tell it really hurt her. And I was like, you need a pair of my knee braces. Interested, a friend of mine started sending me links on exoskeleton design, which I've always been curious. I was a big Robert Heinlein fan when I was younger, and read Starship Troopers, where he describes almost verbatim the DARPA description of the exoskeleton suit that they want. And of course, I'm a huge Iron Man fan. Well, I shouldn't say of course, but I am. And love watching that and the Batman shows. And so I kind of joke on one of my other sites that I'm making a Batman suit with an Iron Man helmet. And actually, my buddy John is making the helmet. But anyway, so if you're interested in putting money toward these, if you want to get a pair, we can figure something out. This is a home project. There's no company behind it. There's me and a few of my friends. And I build these things for myself, for my own purposes, to be able to be more athletic than I really can at my age. Anyway, welcome to my campaign.